Here are 5 perfumes that are practically unwearable. And as much as I hate to do this, I really just cannot recommend any of these 5 unless I know what you're all about, I know what your tastes are all about, and I can custom curate a list for you that I think would cater to your idiosyncratic taste, but these are not for the average person. There is nothing at all mass appealing about any of these. As a matter of fact, one of these is just a gag. It's such a novelty, and it's not something that I've ever put on my skin. I'm going to be honest with you, neither would I recommend you to put it on your skin. But nevertheless, before I dive into this video and I tell you about these 5 perfumes that are practically unwearable, I do want to start things off by saying that if you're a fan of perfume-related content, and of course, if you love smelling your best or your worst, in the case of this video, hit subscribe, hit the bell, and give this video a thumbs up for the algorithm. It would really mean a lot to me. So all of these fragrances are not for the faint of heart. They're practically unwearable. They all have something about them that just is not going to rub you the right way. The first one that I want to talk about, and if you're curious enough, you can get a sample from scentsplit.com. Of course, you can get a small vial or a decant or whatever the case may be. This way you can try it and you can see what the proverbial buzz is about. But the first one I want to talk about is a fragrance that I think, oh my God, and it's leaking so bad. But it keeps you going back to it. That's the weird part. This is actually leaking. And I don't know why it's leaking because, yeah. Well, there is a pump that you can put on this so you can spray it, but this is so bad. So basically, this is Acqua di Sale by Profumum Roma, an Italian brand. And guys, I love this brand. Confetto is amazing. Dulce Acqua is amazing. Acqua e Zucchero is amazing. Batito Dali is amazing. It's one of my favorites. There's so many from this brand that I have purchased throughout the years that I actually do enjoy. This one smells like seaweed. If you know what seaweed smells like, that's what this one smells like. There's always been another fragrance by Healy called Selmaron, and I purchased that fragrance many, many years ago, right? And look, I love that fragrance too. And I've always said it is a photorealistic, like being in the middle of the ocean type of a scent. That one just smells salty. This one smells like algae and seaweed and God knows whatever else. I'm going to have to wash my hands. But here's the thing, like it intrigues me, right? So I keep going back to it. I'm like, oh, yeah, it smells like seaweed. So I don't know. I think for a lot of people, it might actually be nostalgic. If that's your thing, then go for it. All right. The next one is a really, and I think this is natural musk that's used in here, which is like, I don't even know. And all of these bottles, for whatever reason, are failing on me because I tried spraying this one and I don't know if it got clogged up or it's just not working and I don't want to press too hard. I mean, I am pressing pretty hard, but it's not spraying at all. And I popped the atomizer off and I managed to get a little bit on the test strip before, and this one is just rough. Musk Couture by Maxim Perfumes. And I love the guy behind the brand. He has a coffee-based one that I think is amazing. He has an amber one that I think is amazing. And he utilizes a lot of natural ingredients. I mean, look, this is like Black Afghano Dark. You spray this on fabric, forget about it. It's going to stain it immediately. But it's just very musky, very animalic. I know it's not going to be anyone's cup of tea. And this one is, look, if you want to play with the big boys, because there are a lot of people that love the natural stuff. They love the musk. They love the Cambodian oud. They love the castoreum. They love the civet. They want something skanky and animalic. If that's you, check it out, Musk Couture. But yeah, if you have an aversion to anything stinky or skanky or animalic, this is one you should probably avoid. All right. The next one smells like barbecue. It's the best way that I can put it. And oddly enough, I had featured this in a list in the past, and a lot of people were like, yo, I love that one. And if that's the case, amazing. Like, more power to you. I just don't know if I can do it personally. And every time that I was like, okay, let me give it another try, and I'll spray it on my hand, I'm like, yeah, I gotta wash it off. By Beaufort, London, it's called Vie et Armis. Sorry, not sorry. It smells like barbecue. There's really no other way to articulate the smell of this fragrance. It has a little bit of sweetness. It has a lot of smokiness. And again, it's intriguing, right? Like, I can't stop smelling the atomizer. So I know there's an audience for this out there somewhere, inevitably. It's just not me. The next one, I'm going to be honest with you, is like one of my favorites of all time. I paid a little over $200 USD once you do the conversion from dirham to American dollar. And I bought this in Dubai. I was at a niche perfume store in Dubai Mall, and I smelled this again after not having smelled it for a while. And I said, this has to come home with me. Like, I personally love it, right? This is not the norm. This is a very also smoky animalic leather fragrance. And I really admire this brand and the sister brand. And the brand is Orto Parisi. And of course, there's Brutus, there is Megamare, which I also own. And then I have practically every Nasomato fragrance. But the one that we're talking about today is Koyam. If you do more than like 3 sprays of this stuff, it's going to choke you out, and it's going to choke out everybody else that is in the room with you. This is not for the faint of heart. This is not for the average Joe. This is a very challenging fragrance. But if you put this on in the dead cold with a leather jacket, you're wearing all black, you have a bit of like a punk aesthetic, it's like the perfect scent. Koyam by Orto Parisi. And in the #1 spot, the good news is that you don't own this fragrance. The even better news is that you will never own this fragrance. And yeah, let's just leave it at that. By The Boring Company, this one is called Burnt Hair. If you know, you know. It's a perfume that literally smells like burnt hair. And I showed this, I actually showed this to my daughter. And every time, you know, we're around my perfume collection, she always pulls it off the shelf, just kind of as a gag. And she goes, Daddy, guess what scent this is? And as soon as I smell it, I'm like, why do you always go back to that one? But I think she loves seeing the expression on my face. Burnt Hair by The Boring Company. It was a limited release. It's a joke. Thank you for watching. I'm sorry. I couldn't have covered a better topic today. I know it's almost the holidays. Everybody's thinking about holiday shopping. You're not going to buy any of these, or maybe you will. I don't know. Except for the #1, because you can't find it anywhere. But listen, I just want to say I appreciate you all. I love you all. Thank you so much for watching this video. And of course, if you took anything of value from today's episode, just do me a favor, hit subscribe, hit the bell, and also give this video a thumbs up for the algorithm. It would really mean a lot. Thanks again for watching. Love you guys. We'll see you tomorrow with a new episode. Bye.